Hey everybody, happy MLK birthday weekend. Thankfully we're off tomorrow, so I'm grateful for that. Wanted to follow up for my weekly RJ Body Chronicle. In my last chronicle, you guys know that I had mentioned I was starting back to eating healthy and trying to get back to, everything that was going on before the holidays because as you know, man, we be eating for real. So, I was getting back to my healthy eating habits and then also getting prepared for my upcoming plastic surgery that's coming up on April 9th. So I started my, you know, just getting back to normal Monday, January the 4th. And today is Sunday, January the 17th. And believe it or not, already, I don't know if you guys can tell, but no, you probably can't tell. I lost, let's see, 12 pounds. And really, all I've been doing is for breakfast and lunch, I have a smoothie that I make. It's vegetables and fruit, kale, chia seeds, pineapple, which is a high sugar fruit, but I kind of offset it um, with some other ingredients like vegetables and stuff like that. Um, I also have blueberry, banana, strawberries. And so I kind of mix them all up for breakfast and lunch. And then for dinner, I think I did mention to you guys that I am a pescatarian. So I no longer eat meat. I only eat seafood. And really, to be honest, I really only do like salmon, excuse me, scallops, and langostino lobster. And I kind of sometimes I'll bake it or broil it, or I'll saute it on the stove. Just depends on what I have going on. And so my intake of food is different than everybody else in the household because my other half and my son um, they eat they do eat beef and turkey and chicken, and they eat seafood, but they don't eat pork. But I don't eat beef or chicken or turkey anymore, and I definitely don't eat pork. I haven't eaten pork or beef in years. So, my intake of food is a little different than theirs now, but we all do fruits and vegetables, so that works out. They don't do sweets, and that's one of my weaknesses. So that works out now because now I don't have sweets in the house. But yeah, 12 pounds already down. And I wish you guys could see the difference because believe it or not, you can really tell that small amount of weight. You can tell losing that because it's more like inches, like up front. And so I can already tell that I've started trimming down. So my goal, I think I mentioned in my last chronicle, was to lose like 15 pounds before surgery and then maybe lose 15 more pounds after surgery. But it looks like I'm probably going to hit my goal before that. And I mean, honestly, if I do, that's fine. Like I can just keep going. I've just got to make sure to maintain it. So I'm super happy about that. And follow up, I spoke to my oral surgeon because I had so two things. I had my follow up appointment with my OBGYN on Monday, the 11th, January 11th, and had an exam done, really like quick exam. And she said everything looked good. I'd mentioned there was a concern about my gallbladder, the placement of it, and she gave me the name of it, the type of gallbladder placement it is, but I completely forgot what it was. And then when I came home to Google it, I still couldn't think of it. But pretty much what it is that my gallbladder, instead of kind of hanging off from the bladder like it should, it's more like tucked in. And on the picture that I have that she gave me, because I was telling you she gave me a bunch of pictures that they took of this during the surgery of my insides. Believe it or not, it's so cool. And I can see where it is kind of like tucked in, but like me not being a physician, I don't know what to compare that to. And I tried to Google it, but so there's a name for it. And so she referred me to my diagnostic place that I go to that I mentioned in my last video, where I get my mammograms done. And I have an appointment set up for the end of the month to have them do an ultrasound of the left side so they can check out that area. So, fingers crossed, y'all, everything is good. But she just wanted to make sure, that, we double check that, and then she'll send the records to my general physician, my family physician. So yeah, got that going on. And then I went to my orthodontist week before last, because, I told you I've been going every 2 weeks to get these, my exposing bonds that are surgically put into my gums and into my gums and down up into my gums for 2 weeks, tightening them up. So it turns out, I told you I was kind of talking a little funny. So my teeth used to be overlapped, like really, really overlapped, like overly overlapped. And you really wouldn't know there was anything wrong unless you were an orthodontist or a dentist or an oral surgeon, because it looked normal to most people. But it really, because, people have an overbite. So it was kind of like an overbite, but it didn't affect the way that I talked or my speech impediment, nothing like that. But like now with the tightening going on with, every 2 weeks, my teeth have shifted. So they went from being overlapped over my bottom teeth to moving up, which is what we wanted. But now, it's too elevated. So now when I talk like this. So it's not supposed to be a gap. I'm not supposed to have a gap between my top and bottom teeth. So it's not much, but it's enough where you can tell in the way that I'm talking. So my orthodontist did tell me that the 3 teeth that I had surgery done, one of the 3 teeth is going to have to be removed. Because it's not moving. There's no movement, no progress since the beginning of last year. The other 2 teeth have moved a lot. And so I'm going to have my top right tooth extracted. And then my top left and the bottom over here are doing well. They're going to stay in place. And so what they're going to do is I had my orthodontist, my dentist, and my oral surgeon do a conference call. We did that before I had the surgeries done. And they all agreed, and they looked at, because he took x-rays, new x-rays, my orthodontist did, to see the difference between the beginning of last year and this year, to see the movement. And that's how we were able, because I can see it. It's very obvious that there's no movement. Like side-by-side pictures, you can tell there's no movement. So, I'm in agreement, because I wanted to remove the teeth, all 3 of the teeth, and get implants anyways. But I agreed with my dentist, where he said, let's work with what you have, Brenda, God-given or whatever. Okay, so I did that. And one out of the 2 is not working well. The other 2, like I said, have moved a lot. Matter of fact, my oral surgeon called me a few days ago after he had the conference call with my other 2 doctors. And he confirmed, what my orthodontist had said, that 2 out of the 3 teeth have moved, which is great. And the 2 teeth that have moved, he said, to him, it's like 70% is already done. And 30% is left for the teeth to continue to move to the surface. So he feels confident that they will shift. So as part of the surgery, I'm going to have the 1 tooth up top extracted. And then my oral surgeon, he's going to extract the tooth. He's going to do a bone graft for that area. And then he's going to later, in a few months, once I've healed up, he's going to put an implant in there so my dentist can put the crown on. So right now, that's what's going to be done. So I have to have another surgery. And I'm supposed to be going on vacation with my sorority sisters, my line sisters, in March, but we're actually having a Zoom call in a few minutes. And so I'm going to find out, because if we're not going to meet up, you know how we do. Yeah, girl, we going to do it, girl. We going to hook up. We going to meet up. We going to hang. And then you know how that somebody don't got the money to do it or whatever. So I'm going to find out tonight if we are for sure. Because if so, that's in 2 months. If not, the 2 days that I had taken off for that trip, because we were doing like a long weekend, like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, come back on Monday, I'm going to use my oral surgery, have the surgery done on Friday, have the weekend, and take off that Monday to recuperate. And so that'll work out perfectly. But if not, if we are going out of town, then I'll have to take off another Friday or whatever. But anyway, so during the surgery, they're going to extract the 1 tooth on the right. And then, like I said, do the bone graft. And then in about 3 to 4 months, we'll do the implant insertion installment later. And then for the teeth that are moving on the left, up and down on the left side, these two, they're going to do upper, like during the surgery, they're going to jiggle both teeth. And they did tell me the name of it, and I just lost it that quick. But they pretty much go in, and it's like pulsating, and they move it around. They move them around to kind of jiggle them out of place, to kind of get them back to moving. Because what my orthodontist said is like, my two teeth have been moving a lot, right? And then now they've stopped, supposedly. Well, with this movement that they do on both the teeth, it'll kind of start it back to you know, like moving again. And then like after the surgery, I'll have to go into my doctor's office. And matter of fact, I may do it on that Monday. Like I got it done. I'll have it done that Friday. I can take that Monday and go to my doctor appointment and have them, oh no, I have to go to Chapel Hill though. Anyways, that's fine. Go and have them tie it real tight, because I have to go within like a few days of getting the procedure done. And my orthodontist is not open on the weekends, so Monday would be the earliest day. So I can go, and then they'll go in and tighten up the two expose and bond tighteners that I have in there. And then that's going to let them know like, hey, that'll get it started back. And so then we'll do another like 4 months. Instead of 6, we'll wait 4 months and then do another x-ray to see like if there's movement. And then if not, then I'll have to go back and have another surgery. And hopefully I can have that surgery at the same time that I'm having the implant put in. So I'd be having an implant put in, then I'd be having 2 extractions, and then I'd be having the bone graft. So I'll do that at one time. That would be later on in the year, hopefully this year. And then I can start on my implant process. But we'll see. Hopefully the teeth shed after 4 months. I don't have to have surgery to have anything else done. But yeah, so I just found that out. So that was bad news. Bad and good. And no news on the home front about the plastic surgery. I mean, I'm losing weight, and I'm doing good with that. Oh, I did buy, and I'm not one to buy like we have a gym in our house, so I'm not one to buy equipment because we've got plenty of stuff in our in-home gym. But I decided to invest, and this is me. I decided to invest in the DB method. Have y'all heard of that? The DB method, it is freaking awesome. It's like so I'm sure you've seen advertisements on Instagram or even Facebook. And pretty much what it is that it's like how can I describe it? It's like a combination of, the seesaw that as kids used to play on the playground, and like one person would sit on this flat seat on one side and then the other person, and it would go up and down, and one person be up in the air and the other person be down below, and they would take turns going up. It's kind of like that, except it's just you and you're on a machine, and it's like a machine that does squats for you. So instead of putting pressure on your knees, doing them manually, you're sitting in a seat, and this machine elevates you up and down, low down to the floor, up to like knee, up to your like waist level, down and up and down. You can buy separate accessories, which I did. I bought what they call the Dream Band, which is a band that goes around your, you can use it on your legs, your thighs, your ankles. Like it gives you resistance. They're like, the resistance bands that you can buy, that people buy, and they make you stretch, and, they pull against your muscles to kind of build tone, and you can use it for your thighs, like whatever area you put them on. So I bought that accessory. It also comes with weights for your wrists, but I ended up buying those. Believe it or not, I bought a really comparable pair from Walmart for half the price for my wrists. Actually, they work for my wrists and my ankles. So, because they don't offer the ankle weights, which is odd, because they have a Dream the the one for your wrist, your waist, and then the thighs, and so, the resistance bands. I was kind of like, that's odd. So, anyways, I end up buying that because they have the weights for the wrists and the ankles together, and it was like $20. It was like super cheap from Walmart. They're like almost 5 stars, so I'm excited about that. And then I did buy, like I said, the Dream Band. That was only how much was that? That was only $20. And that resistance is like, it does up to like 77 pounds. And so it's much better. I looked at all the different bands at like Walmart online when I was buying the wristlets and the anklets, but they just didn't have anything. Like most of theirs went up to like 40 pounds. It wasn't enough resistance for me. So I just went ahead and bought it. It was only $20, and it has better, it's latex, and then it has, okay, I'll tell you what, the closure that you have on, what's the reminder that you have on, like, like what are they called? They're back out now. The little pouches that you wear around your waist, and it has a little clincher to it, and then it's got the little belt that you can adjust. It's like that, but it's on the band. And so that's going to be so cool. And the DB method was only like, by itself without the accessories, it's $229. That's a steal. And then I paid for the warranty. So it comes with the 1-year manufacturer's warranty, and they do another 2 years on top of that with the warranty. It was only $20. I mean, you can't beat that. So I was like super excited about that. Or was it $30? It was either 20 or 30. No, I think it was 30. But I mean, that's 3 years warranty on that machine. And if something happens, it'll be fine. So already I ordered it on the 15th, and I got the resistance band today, the 17th. The machine is on its way, so I'll probably get that on Tuesday, the 19th. I'm shocked. It moved so quick. All the reviews are top of the line, so I'm like super excited about that. So yeah, this first month I had said that I'm just going to be focusing on my weight loss. Then come the second month, which is February, I'll start doing my workouts, my yoga, and then I'll be doing the DB method, and then my medicine ball, and like my weights that I have in our gym. So I'll be doing that, and, sculpting and just toning and all that. And then by the time I have surgery, I'll feel comfortable because my BMI will be, because you have to be under 29, but above 25. Like you can't be too small, but you can't be too big. That's just a recommendation. I mean, you can work around that. But like when you have that kind of surgery, when you have plastic surgery, they look at your iron levels, your blood, your platelet levels, your blood count overall. They look at your weight, your body mass. So, you just have to be really, really like careful. And so normally, like some years ago, I was like about 24, 25 BMI, but like in the last couple of years, I had gotten up to like about 27, 28. And like just recently, with the little weight gain that I had, I was up to like 29, honey. I was like, I need to get control of that rat net. So, I'm getting down, and just, let's fingers crossed when I do my video next week, because I weigh myself every Monday. Well, that first week, I weighed myself a couple times a week, and then going into the early part. But then after this Monday, I was like, I need to chill. And so hopefully I've lost, a few more pounds when I see you guys next week. So anyways, let me get off of here. Like I said, I have this conference call with my Line sisters, my sorority sisters, and our Founders Day was yesterday. So shout out to my sorors of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. We just celebrated our 101st year. We hit centennial last year, so shout out to the Zetas out there. Whoop, 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 whoop. So anyway, so I'm going to get off of here and get ready to get on that Zoom call. But I just wanted to follow up with you guys. Hopefully, if you guys have questions or, anything you want to know. Oh, and real quick. So our household is Android. We do Android all the way. We don't do any Apple. My husband, he has Apple at work, but like for home, everything is like Samsung. Everything is Android. or PC. We don't do any Apple at home. But anyways, you guys have heard of Clubhouse, right? So right now, Clubhouse, that platform is only on Apple, but it's supposed to be hitting Android like in the next few weeks or a couple of months or whatever. Once they do, I will be getting on Clubhouse and I will get you guys my contact information for that, because I am going to have a couple of rooms there to talk about my weight loss journey and my plastic surgery and my hysterectomy, because there's so many women out there in terms of hysterectomy that are having so many issues that I just want to share my story with them. Anything I can help, answer questions, things about my experience before, during, and after the process, as well as talk about plastic surgery. And there are men out there that, have plastic surgery done. The percentage of men is obviously less than women, but there's still a lot of men that have it too. So I want to be able to talk about that and weight loss and what I do for myself and workout regimen, the lifestyle change and all that. So, and being a pescatarian. So I want to talk about all that. So soon as Clubhouse becomes available on Android, I will be getting on there and I'll get you my contact information and we can communicate through there. So anyways, thank you for watching my channel. Thumbs up, give some suggestions, ask questions. I'm more than happy to answer them. You guys know I am private, but I am super passionate about this. So I'll talk to you guys later and have a good week. Bye.